And they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more 21, later 21. On.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their 1st drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And down he goes goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some. Big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Get down, get down. Lady.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
21.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Monday down. That's right.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Carr. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one. He's got a man complete. 20. 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. kicker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
I got you. Go ahead, go ahead. 22. 21, 21.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Go ahead. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. White.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Garoppolo on 1st down. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Like 20, like 80. 21. 12. Go ahead.
On play action, it's Garoppolo rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Everyone's got four down. 25 to Mike. Go, 25 to Mike.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped immediately there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Now Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and goal from the 1. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. kicker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Carr. Forced out to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. 11. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go, D. Let's go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Treston Decoud picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's what I'm talking about.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 84, watch 84.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
12.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
637.
On second down, here's Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
21. Let's go one more.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers.
Lucky 56.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory. So
for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
mic.